General Laboratory Safety Rules. When entering a UC3M laboratory, we must follow these instructions. General. Always follow the instructions of your professors or tutor and the laboratory scripts and protocols. If in doubt, always ask. Your behavior in the laboratory must be appropriate. Working areas must be tidy and clean. Do not leave your belongings such as coats, bags or books on them. Tidy the working area before you leave. Habits. Smoking, eating or drinking in the laboratory is not allowed. Do not lick pens that have been on the table. It will lead to the accidental ingestion of chemicals. Wash your hands properly before leaving the laboratory. Clothing. Enter the laboratory wearing a fully buttoned, long-sleeved coat. Before leaving the laboratory, you must take your coat off. Do not take it to offices or the canteen. Avoid entering with loose-fitting or hanging clothes and accessories that may get caught in machines or equipment, such as bracelets, necklaces, rings, etc. Hair should always be tied up to prevent entrapment. Personal protective equipment. Wear the required personal protective equipment. Its use is mandatory for certain activities. For example, when handling chemicals, safety glasses and gloves must be worn at all times. We remind you that if you have to wear a protective mask, beds or goatees are not allowed, since the mask will not properly fit your face and will not protect you effectively. Health. If you have any contraindication with chemicals, a pacemaker or any other pathology that seems relevant for the ordinary course of a practice in the laboratory, please notify your professor before doing it. If you are going to be exposed to chemical dust, gases or fumes, avoid contact lenses. Should an accident occur, eyes may be severely injured. Machine and equipment use. It is completely forbidden to touch equipment whose functioning you don't know, or if you have not been authorized by your professor or tutor to use. Do not move equipment without authorization. There are certain machines that can only be used with written authorization and with previous special training, such as lasers. Handle equipment that you are authorized to use following the instructions of your professor or tutor. Do not deactivate the safety devices of a machine, such as safeguards, as they are physical barriers that ensure your protection. Do not leave machines running without supervision and without checking that they are not dangerous. If you see any abnormality, such as malfunctioning, bare cables, etc., press the emergency stop button and tell your professor or tutor. When you're finished using a machine or equipment, turn it off and, if possible, disconnect it from the power supply by grasping the plug, not the cables. Do not turn off equipment pulling directly on the cables. Safety is everyone's business.